Shoo. All right, guys, I have got us a mess going here. I have, if you've been following this this little water park experiment, you will notice the Atlantis area is not towards the back of the park anymore. And really, we can blame this on Vegas Keva. He was the one in the last episode when I was talking about when we were going over the shark statue and the Nautilus statue. And I was saying that this park, I was kind of going on like it really didn't have an identity. It didn't know what it wanted to be. There was just a bunch of random slides and theming and all that. And he's like, why don't you just Atlantis theme it? You've already got all this awesome stuff going on towards the back of the park. Just go ahead and theme it out to Atlantis. And I thought, well, I don't know, it just, I don't know, like, I already had so much, like, there was already so much involved with the front of the park up here, and the Atlantis stuff was going on in the back, but really, when I got to looking at it, the Atlantis stuff way back there, it looked so messy, almost like it was a totally different park, and it really, everything was just so all over the place. Nothing looked coherent. Everything was just like it just didn't belong. Like the whole map was just a big experiment. So what I did this weekend, what I decided to do was sit down and yeah, obviously, as you can see, I wanted to try to bring the Atlantis, the whole Atlantis castle, this big giant facade, and bring it up to the main lagoon. And I think it works out really, really cool. It complements the resort over here well, and it just adds a whole nother dimension, like a whole presence to this area. And I think it complements the volcano really well, and just everything is just kind of like it fits perfect. And with deleting all the stuff that I deleted, I think, I made blueprints out of a lot of it. So a lot of it can be, maybe it can be brought back in, but just with an Atlantis, like an Atlantean theme on it. And yeah, obviously you can tell there's still a lot of work to do. You got the whole Atlantis area shift over just probably about an hour or two ago. So there's probably some trees and stuff sticking through slides that we'll have to that I still have to delete and kind of just get this general layout going and get figured out what I want to do as far as moving behind all this stuff goes now. You'll see back here I took out the theater and everything. Still going to use the theater. I just don't know in which capacity. I don't know if I can put an Atlantis kind of spin on it, maybe with the big rock stone looking pillars. Just kind of have to do some stuff like that to it. The resort's going to stay like it is because I really like the way it turned out. And if you're fairly new to the series, this is the main resort hotel, and attached to it at the lower level it has its own aquarium. So this right here, this whole facade. And the whole facade and the building that's right below the monorail, that is all an implied aquarium. So yeah, so like I said, biggest part of the story, I think we've rekindled like I said, Vegas Keva has rekindled some life into this park. It's given it some direction of where probably just a couple weeks ago I had really no clue what I was going to do with it. And yeah, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Out here is the parking lot. So, I'm by no means a parking lot master, but, really, I was catching my Euthyrus vibes out here, and I thought it looked really cool to have an actual parking lot out there that could, in turn, have the guests board the monorail, and there's actually no vehicles over at the resort. Little trams crashing down there. But nonetheless, the monorail brings the guests over to the resort. So, yeah, that is kind of what we have going on. Like always, I love hearing your thoughts. If it wasn't for Vega telling me his thoughts, this probably would have never happened. And who knows when we would have got another episode of this. So definitely keep that coming. And if you have any Atlantean ideas out there, throw them my way, and we will. I'll just kind of see, what I can make work. like always, big shout out to Sylv and Delady Signer and Rudy for putting their slides on the workshop. So I, like I mentioned, was able to steal some really cool slides from Kawali Beach. And I've kind of got them wrapped around that tree over there. And remember, when we first introduced the Atlantis area, think of it as just a big slide complex. Like, we're going to have a bunch of slides as far as coming out of the back of it over there. And, you know, of course, here's the main drop slide. But I just figured all inside it could be, you know, interactive displays, you know, of smaller fish aquariums, gift shops. I figured there could be some quick service restaurants up inside it, and you know, so it was really cool to just kind of have all of this this huge implied Atlantis facade. And then of course, if you're down here at the guest level, you can't see, or if you're over here on the beach, you can't see any of the backstage stuff. So it just looks like this this grand Atlantean castle kind of over here in the cove, kind of flanked by the resort and the huge volcano over here. So yeah, guys, like I said, work continues. Got a whole new outlook on this park. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this with the new direction that I'm taking. And like always, leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're new to this channel and get in on all this Planet Coaster weirdness. And yeah, give me a big thumbs up if you end up enjoying this video. And I will catch you in the next episode. Thank you, guys. See ya.
Still a 10 on my left wrist in that soul place. On my knees, thanking God that He got me through the pain. Danger, danger. I don't fit in, I'm a stranger. Believer, believer. I can take out all the evil. Empowerment to all my people.